You're tuned into the New Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon at bringingdowntheband.com and brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, Printfinity, and Indie CD and Vinyl. Support the New Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/newoldheads.
Episode 158 of the New Old Heads podcast. I am Major 7. I make beats. They're pretty good, etc., etc., etc. Across the table for me. Mr. Bringing Down the Band, Mr. Ableton Professor, Mr. Music Producer, founder of Bringing Down the Band as well, my man Lonegevity. How are you, sir? Mr. Bringing Down the Band and the founder. Come on.
Yeah, all right.
That's double P's right there.
I'm doing all right, man. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, you too.
As always, across the table, fresh to death. As always, DJ extraordinaire, CEO of Printfinity, and also longtime contributor to bringingdowntheband.com, my man DJ Jay Diff.
Salutations.
What's happening, brother? Started kit in hand. You good?
Yeah. I mean, I just got on a regular ass olive green sweatshirt, bro.
Fine, man.
I got
won't
on
give you no
my
more
dad
P's,
clothes
man.
right now.
Yeah, get warmed up for it.
Yeah.
It's around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming quick.
On the low. It's around the corner.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch this. This is going to be fun. To my immediate left, sitting in for the incomparable DJ Spoolz. Spoolz, we see you. Former radio personality, master of ceremonies, and also the voice of Indianapolis, my man Jay Moore. How are you, sir?
Doing well, sir. Happy to be here.
Good to see you as always. I watched your movie over this weekend.
Oh yeah, what were
You got a movie?
Yeah, he was Kansas City Mac. It's an older movie, but
I thought you was gonna say he made it a cameo in Dolomite.
no, he didn't make it. I hadn't seen Dolomite yet. I'm hearing good things.
You haven't watched with Eddie Murphy?
I got it queued.
Sam
I got it
Snead,
queued on
Ladies Man.
Yeah, you
Netflix,
need to put that as high on your queues.
I've yet to hear someone diss Dolomite. The only thing that came up was the possible voice thing. You talked about that. We talked about that, but his voice not
It's still
necessarily-
good, though.
It's
It's
still a
good.
really well-made film.
I rock with Mike Epps heavy, so I definitely want to see how much of a fool
Especially
he is
if you're
on
familiar
this.
with the Dolomite story. Like, you got some cats right now
Yeah.
that didn't grow up and were exposed to a good blaxploitation film.
Nice.
So I think it's good, man. I like it.
Okay. I definitely got to check it out, man. Let's see.
There are a handful of movies I want to see right now.
Like what?
I still haven't seen Joker.
I just seen Joker.
Oh, you saw it
I
finally.
saw it Sunday.
Okay.
So what you think, man?
Hey, it's
I told you it was dark.
it's
like-
solid though, man.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It gives you the energy of a 70s movie type shit.
Okay.
That's what they were
Kinda.
going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just seeing him transition.
Yeah. Damn
Yeah.
good performance, man.
Yeah, man. Drugs.
Yeah. Heavy.
Drugs.
Even the couple parts that were really, really funny, at least to me, were still
In this
very
movie.
dark.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely dark comedy.
Yeah.
Even him when he laughs at shit. Like, remember?
Yeah.
Can I give?
It's over with now. Like, it's been out long enough, man. We can
Has
go
it?
ahead and talk
I'm
about
here.
Oh, Lone
Don't
hadn't
ruin it
seen
here. I mean, if you're listening, I don't care. But
Damn, I forgot about
But,
that.
man, damn.
You know what?
I kind of want to talk about it a little
I
bit. Just
probably-
a little bit.
I probably would forget anyways. But
Well,
I
there's
mean,
a scene when he talks about the
spoiler alert.
right when he talks
I don't know, but this bitch regular, man.
the part that just in relation to the laugh when he's on the bus. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's crazy.
That lady was
man.
like, "Stop looking at my kids."
yeah, and the kid was like, he's engaged, and
He wasn't even doing nothing wrong in that
nah.
situation.
But that laugh is eerie, man. Like, it's crazy to see him pull that off. So I got to give P's.
Now, Joaquin Phoenix. did
yeah,
this?
Yeah.
He did the damn thing, man. I can't front on him.
Well, he's been preparing for this for years,
He
though.
put his
right?
Yeah,
foot in that
honestly.
motherfucker.
He didn't.
And he lost mad weight. Like, he's
He's
super
still
thin in
alive
this
too.
movie, man.
Shout out to my guy Heath.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
damn, that was sad and unfortunate what happened to him.
But that
because
was-
But
he's
people are
probably the best Joker.
But that's not
In my
I don't
opinion.
think it's a fair comparison
Still?
because this is leading up to
Well,
to him becoming the
exactly.
Joker,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
You see what I'm saying?
He's the best Joker, but Joaquin showing the lead into that
Right.
is out of this world.
I can dig
I
that.
love it.
I could dig that.
Yeah.
As the actual Joker, though, in my opinion, I think he is the coldest from what I saw.
Yeah, no, it's kind of neck and neck with them too.
Jack Nicholson has a really cool smile, though.
Jack Nicholson was a
dope.
good Joker as well.
Yeah. Oh boy, from what's the one that they always clown in the memes? What was that from? Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. I'm cool on
it's a
fam.
rap for him.
Yeah,
he tried to nix the Joker movie.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he was trying to
because he was trash.
I guess.
Did he want to be in it? I didn't read anything about it.
Nah, he was trash.
He just felt a certain type of way, and me personally, I like these dark Jokers.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So like the Heath Ledger.
I love dark movies.
As opposed to the Joker from the '60s television show.
That's like the corny Joker. Even like the Batman animated series Joker.
Yeah,
it's solid.
Shout out to Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
he was a solid Joker too. Because if you even think about that series was kind of dark. Even as a kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
It was as dark as it could probably be
for
a cartoon.
Mark Hamill is
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's also the voice of the Joker.
Right.
Yeah.
And he even did reprise his role in the Arkham
Asylum,
Arkham Knight thing,
the
video game.
Yeah, so
that was actually a pretty cool game too.
Yeah, because Batman video games were trash for a long time until
they got the mechanics down, and then it got really fun. Another movie that I've seen a lot about. Well, real quick, Edward Norton is just released a new movie that he directed and all that stuff, and it's supposed to be pretty decent.
I've seen previews. For
what's it called?
It's like I don't remember what it's called, but it's based on. It's in the 70s, so it's about apparently the guy that ran New York for a very long period of time that nobody knew about, like the reason the Dodgers aren't there and stuff like that, and like nobody could make any moves in New York without this guy, but it's loosely off of him. But anyways, that looked kind of cool. But
Netflix?
No, it's in the theaters now.
Oh, it's in the theaters, okay.
But another one is that Parasite movie I've been seeing people talk about.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get out to keep the art cinema to see that.
I'm asleep. Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet.
It's a foreign language film, so you got to be ready to get in there and
but I heard
into
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if it's City of God good, then I can fuck with it. Because remember, that was
amazing.
Yeah, City of God, if you can sit through and read the subtitles and understand a little bit, man, that's amazing great movie.
I watched that multiple. I have that on DVD still.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. You ain't never seen City of God?
I have not. I will be honest.
Well, it's not called City of God, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then they had
DVD.
They had a TV series for a while called City of Men.
Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe it was just it had the name of it in Portuguese as well, so it was like something.
Yeah, it was called something else in other countries.
But yeah,
I'm asleep. Okay.
But yeah, those three are definitely ones I want to check out.
Another one though to add to it is there's I want to say a part 2 of Misery, not Misery. That's the Castle Rock. So Castle Rock Stephen King series. Is pretty much a prequel to Misery, but there's pretty much a second part of The Shining. That drops today, actually.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cousin seen her pre-screening of it and said it was really, really good.
I want to see in mixed reviews, but I want to see the Harriet Tubman movie.
Skip it.
Skip it? You already saw it?
I've heard skip it.
I've heard mixed. I see a handful of likes, but I'll be honest.
Is it like white saviorism in there?
Yes.
That's what I've been hearing, and that I don't want.
And they created a character. They made sure, even in a movie about black liberation, to make sure the villain was also black, and he was a made-up character.
Oh, well.
So y'all killed
the bounty hunter, the black bounty hunter. For anyone who has seen it, that's not a real character in history. They made that up. Janelle Monáe's character made up. Like, if we're gonna do this, let's do this.
See, you guys are confirming some of my fears because I actually was excited about seeing it, but I'm seeing so many credible people be like, "Nah, this ain't it." So I'm gonna still probably go see it, but
DVD,
or DVD,
Fire
or
Stick,
Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Like I said, this weekend I went to check out the Joker. So
glad you got a chance.
I wanted to go see Terminator, but I heard.
I was feeling like from seeing the previews that it was gonna be an ode to Terminator 2.
Okay.
Because Terminator 2 is the last good Terminator, in my opinion.
Agreed.
1 and 2.
Yeah, agreed. I'm 2/1 myself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm 2/1.
One is almost like an art house movie compared to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 2 was amazing.
Yeah. 2 was the truth.
Ghostbusters 1 or 2?
2.
1.
1.
2 easy.
1.
2.
Was it easy for me?
You know,
Too easy.
Really? Why? Because Bobby Brown was in it?
Exactly.
See?
I think I gotta go with 1, man.
Y'all
One is such a better movie, man.
Y'all tripping, man.
2's good, but it's not 1, man.
Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping, man. I'm not gonna do this because this will turn into
You just like
something
the fact Bobby Brown's in it.
Stop that. That song is cold. You know
On
that.
Our Own
Is it-
is better than Ray Parker Jr.
Definitely
joint.
better.
By far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, it came out later on that Ray Parker Jr. got sued
by Huey
He
Lewis.
was in the news.
Yeah.
I think Jazzy Jeff has it. No, it's not Jazzy Jeff. It's Dougie Fresh. Does he? Who did the song Spirits? Spirits. Some people feel
It
That was,
sounds like
Jazzy
Dougie.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
not.
Dougie?
Yeah, it
That's
sounds
Jazzy
like
Jeff.
it,
Yeah,
but it's
because
not.
Dougie Fresh,
Yeah.
Run DMC has a song on there.
Yeah.
I
New
thought it was
Edition.
Jazzy Jeff and them did Spirit. No, they
I don't.
did.
I don't think it's.
Nightmare on My
My
Street.
Street.
I'm
It
pretty sure
sounds
it's
like
Dougie
Dougie.
Fresh.
It
No,
could be.
I think it's Dougie
It
Fresh.
sounds like Dougie.
Because they actually did an R&B. It was a whole R&B hip hop soundtrack for Ghostbusters too.
Hey man, shouts to DJ Castle, man.
Yeah, that, he plays that no matter what. So salute to the
I'm
homie
with
DJ
that.
Castle, man.
And see, that's the thing. You can still play On Our Own,
Right now.
and it fits right in.
Yeah.
When the fuck are you gonna
It's
play
my favorite Bobby Brown song.
Ghostbusters
First
by
of
Ray
all,
Parker Jr.?
and y'all, Jay Moore sleep. 'cause
Yeah, but I mean, come on, we can't really compare the two songs,
I mean-
can we?
Look, in '84, Ghostbusters was on the radio like it was. It was on the radio just like On Our Own was on the radio in '89.
Yeah,
Jay Moore-
80. That was the
I was
Old
outside.
Town Road of 1984.
There you go. There you go.
It's like
He definitely was
it's like
outside.
comparing like the theme song for Big Willie style or the one of the Will Smith
Smith.
joints to like Schindler's List theme. Like you can't do that.
God damn.
I don't know. It's the
Whew,
same
that was-
movie though.
Talk about extremes.
They
I
took
feel
a
you
different,
though.
They took a different avenue on
Jay
that.
Moore just mad because Bobby Brown had the Easter suit on when he opened the doors. You know what I'm saying, for the Ghostbusters when
That
they was
has
going in to
nothing to
get
do with it. Has nothing to do with it.
that suit was clean.
What does Gumby look like in there though?
I mean, it probably was fresh from what I remember. I gotta
was
go
pretty
back and,
nice.
Yeah.
watch the tape.
How many cuts he have in the side of his head?
Probably had about 3 parts. The suit probably had, I'd say, 3 to 5 buttons.
He had a couple in his
saying.
eyelash too.
He was
I
young,
couldn't see
man.
that good.
I mean, this was Bobby
just-
Brown when he was Bobby Brown.
He was trying to get a proton pack for his little brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Like people, for those of you who are younger who don't know, and like you just know Bobby Brown from the controversy and being married to Whitney.
Yeah,
You know,
get that
don't-
shit out your head.
Don't Be
'cause-
Cruel came out in 1988, and it
Yeah.
was still the highest selling record of 1989.
Yeah.
That's how Bobby Brown was.
Classic
playing.
album.
He is that dude, man.
Classic album.
Every single was on side A. There are people who love that album and don't even know what the second side of.
But he
the
got
record sounds
he
like.
got heat on the B sides though.
Oh yeah,
if I
I'll be
remember
good
correctly.
to
There
you.
might be only 1 or 2 songs on that whole album that weren't released as singles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that he should be eating off that album. Like still, like that's how cold that album was. Like it
Pretty
should
sure
be,
he is.
No, he's,
I
I,
mean, you know, he's
guarantee
selling-
you he is because
Yeah.
he can still tour off of Don't Be
Yeah,
Cruel.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Let's see here, man. Shout out to the homie John Witherspoon that passed away, man. Pops.
Man.
I hated to hear about that, man, because I'm a huge Wayans Brothers fan and Friday, and you know,
House Party.
It's
Yeah.
crazy
The
because
Boondocks.
we kind of on the low give shouts out to Pops
All the-
every episode.
I know.
down
facts
there.
about making that paper,
making that paper.
making that
and-
paper.
Yeah.
I hated to hear that, man, because that's him in that role as Pops on the Wayans Brothers. To me, is just that's it, man. Like, because it's pure comedy the entire time. Like, and the way he roasts them and they go back
He
and
done there
forth.
made that show though because
Facts.
without him,
It's not the same
Shine and Marlon ain't standing by
at
themselves
all.
And that's not to take anything away from them, but without Pops though,
And then they got the new Friday that they're shooting now. It's like, man,
Boondocks is
Yeah.
about to
Coming
be on
back.
the new HBO.
so that sucks, man.
That's
'cause
gonna
he's-
be rough.
He's vital in both of those.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
You know, it was underrated. He was on the Tracy Morgan show,
facts.
which
As a
was
mechanic.
short lived.
Yep.
But every
He's on
once in a-
Black Jesus too.
Oh, Black Jesus is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, yeah. But yeah, so he's gone and Charlie Murphy are gone.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's one of those people. This just shows you when you do art, and we can take this into another direction that really touches the people. Then, like the outpouring of love and support and sadness you saw, you would have thought he had 10 Oscars.
Right.
He was never nominated.
He was, he never did anything that you would call critically acclaimed.
Nah.
But he did so many things from like Boomerang. His performance, he was only in like 10 minutes of that movie.
Same way with House Party.
Yeah.
He's in like 3
And I remember,
minutes.
and crazy thing, I remember the first time I saw John Witherspoon on something. I think he was trying to date Shirley on What's Happening Now. So
you know what he was in?
What else?
Rat Boy.
Oh, he was.
Oh, and you know what else he was in? Maybe this was the Robert Townsend hookup. He was in the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
As the MC of the show.
Yeah.
Their first show.
And he was in Hollywood Shuffle.
Winky Dinky Dogs.
Winky Dinky Dogs.
Was he in was he in Meteor Man or no?
I feel like everybody was in Meteor Man, so
I can't remember if he was in Meteor Man. No.
He did have so many random roles.
Yeah. It just pop up anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I hated to hear that about Pops, man, because you see it's funny because all the people that are showing love, they just address him as Pops. Like, you don't hear John Witherspoon. All you hear is Pops.
he was in the Jay-Z video for Give It To Me.
Yep. Checking everybody in at the door. Yep. Yeah. I hate
It's
to hear
crazy
that
so he passed, but we're all sitting there with smiles on our face.
Yeah.
Just from the joy from the roles that he played. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
The Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was describing, when he's talking about the wolf, he's describing that wolf, man. That was funny, man. I see that one on my timeline a lot. And the temp tones, you know what I'm saying? On
I love Goes Bang Bang Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Hey, to leave a lasting impression on people like that, especially as a comedian, is like...
He didn't do stand-up, did he?
He did.
Did he?
Legendary
stand-up. I've never seen him do stand-up.
He's been doing stand-up for years. He started at the Comedy Store, like out there with Richard Pryor and them were. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could see it. I just have never seen video of it.
He was one of the first people out there. He actually was a...
he was friends with Richard.
Yeah, they were cool. Like, he was a doorman, and he turned into the MC at the Comedy Club.
He was actually on the Richard Pryor show back in the 70s.
Facts.
Say that.
Yeah. If anybody goes to YouTube and you see the sketch from the Richard Pryor show where he's the president, like John Witherspoon is out there asking questions as the media. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, shout out to Pops, man.
John Witherspoon, rest in peace.
Yes, indeed. Legendary.
Boondocks were renewed for 2 seasons, but it is not going to be the same without that voice.
Nah. It's going to be different, man. And we'll have to see what Cube can do with,
Yeah, there is a Friday in the works, too.
Yeah,
so,
we got to see how that works because he's definitely vital in Friday. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, rest in peace to him. He's got a son that does a lot of stuff on social media that's kind of, keeping his legacy alive or whatever. So that's dope.
I saw a comedian post this. He says, so when's the Friday, when's the funeral going to be? Is it going to be Friday, next Friday, or the Friday after next?
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, man. So shout out to...
Hope he was a good comedian.
No, it was somebody where, John Witherspoon would have laughed at that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what's up. All right, so this is very interesting. I saw this, but I had to pull a little piece of the article. So apparently some fool dressed up as Common for Halloween.
Was it Fool Willie?
No, it wasn't Fool Willie.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Fool Willie. Fool Willie is on a whole nother tangent somewhere right now. He probably typing right now. Some dumb shit. But it says a teacher in California was put on administrative leave after wearing blackface to impersonate the rapper Common for his Halloween costume. Dressed in a black jacket with a white turtleneck, the 𝗡𝗲𝗄, I probably pronounced it wrong, high school teacher mimicked a series of Microsoft commercials in which the rapper and activist showcases the feature of artificial intelligence. The teacher is white. It says opportunities, limitless, possibilities, senseless. What will you do? He's basically doing the Common voice. And
He's a horrible rapper.
Yeah. And I saw
about as bad as Nas, huh?
But I saw the picture of like the makeup. And like Fam's makeup is like
it's
dark as his microphone. Like,
yeah. Common kind of light skin.
Not even kinda.
Yeah. I'm just being modest with it though.
Yeah.
With freckles.
Let me ask you this.
For you to see freckles on somebody's face,
right?
You gotta be
somewhat
fair complected.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this though. Where are his friends in the educational system?
Owen doesn't have any friends.
Co-workers.
Shout out to Throw My Mouth to Train.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
Where are the people that care about him to let him walk in the school dressed like this?
He doesn't have.
He doesn't have any.
friends. No.
Where was this at?
California.
In like a specific place? Does it say? Or
I'd have to look it up. I got a piece of the article.
It's. I was just having this conversation with somebody on Saturday night. So shouts to Corey Ewing, St. Peace.
Word.
But we were talking about echo chambers and how people can get in echo chambers and not realize.
Explain what an echo chamber is,
please.
An echo chamber is essentially when, let's use Facebook as an example. If I have an argument with you about you being racist, and then I say, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna defriend you.
Right.
And so all my friends are just people that agree with me.
Hit the like button.
But so it's all the people that are around me are people like me. So I've got no type of outside influence of anything that has a varying opinion of mine.
Right.
That's that narcissistic behavior that
some people
social
call
media
the bubble
causes too.
So it's like an echo chamber. So everything you're saying is echoed and affirmed by people around you.
Right.
So one thing that what I was saying in the conversation, I grew up in a small town in Indiana.
Yep.
And it's very easy to get into a cultural echo chamber of only being around people that are just like you or just look like you and have no friends that don't look like you. So you don't realize that things are wrong. But
good point.
At the same time, in the era of social media, where obviously this has been an issue in the past, how can you do this and not know that you're not going to get backlash for it?
This is the thing, almost as a joke, but like I said, this train is never late. I post every November 1st, probably for the last 3 or 4 years. Happy I didn't know Blackface was wrong day because it's the day after Halloween, and there's always somebody a white person that loses their job, or gets suspended, or winds up having to do this song and dance apology because they decided, the only way for them to convey that they were trying to dress up as somebody black was to paint themselves with shoe polish.
Right.
Right.
There are a couple things here. Either it's one of two things with this individual. Either this is how you see African Americans, black people, whatever, and this is it doesn't matter what we actually look like.
Right.
This is how you internalize our image. Okay, so for you to paint yourself coal black,
right,
to pretend that you're common, and that you feel like that's the only way people.
And you got a Wesley Snipes shade paint on your face.
Not even Wesley. It's like 10 shades darker than Wesley. Like
we talking darker than Wesley.
He didn't paint himself brown. He painted himself black, like the black that is this microphone cover. Or you think the people around you are so stupid that they can't figure out that you're trying to be somebody black without painting yourself all the way black.
Yeah.
Either way, you're insulting everyone around you. And if someone is listening and still doesn't get it, like I saw a couple dress up as Jay-Z and Beyonce. They didn't paint themselves black, but the way they were dressed up on the Run 2 tour, it was easy to tell who they were. I saw an Asian couple dress up as Lisa and Prince Akeem from Coming to America. Based on what they had on, I knew exactly who they were trying to be. Yeah. If you have to go to this length to convey your costume, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not crazy that we can't get through Halloween season without somebody doing that shit.
And
like like I said, every November 1st is happy I didn't know Blackface was wrong day.
Yeah, there was a I don't know if y'all seen this, and I heard that it was actually old and it just now recently surfaced. But someone dressed their little boy up as Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And then he had another kid behind him that's supposed to be Barack Obama.
Yep.
In blackface.
With blackface.
Yeah.
In chains.
With Hillary.
And then, with Hillary.
I saw it.
In chains.
It's apparently old.
And they were throwing up the racist sign or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it the
OK or whatever.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah. which
I
don't know how I feel about them taking the okay
Hey,
sign.
that's what I was about to say. I like the okay sign.
That's fucked up.
How you just gonna take the okay sign from me?
You know how many times people live like, okay.
I'm tired of people taking. You got to. There should be, like Dave Chappelle's race draft.
Yeah.
When people want to take shit for their group or whatever, there needs to be a draft for that shit. Because there's certain things that are just part of life that shouldn't represent bullshit.
I just think people, kind of like what Jay Moore was saying, and you as well. Like, it's insulting. Like, you're insulting my intelligence to think. You know what I'm saying? That you thought that was cool, and it's just something that's a part of a holiday or something. It's like, come on, fam. Like,
it's just not cool.
That shit is not cool. And if you think about it, like, I pulled up a name. I thought of his name, but I had to pull up the profile on Wikipedia.
You comedian love Wikipedia, don't you?
Well, you know, man, they got some things on there. Yeah, I googled it too. So if just don't say Wikipedia, man. Just say Google.
Don't say it. Just
all right. But
say you did your Googles.
Do your good shout out to Fredro Starr. Yeah. But Al Jolson, man, a comedian.
Oh, wow, going back to Al Jolson.
Blackface. I'm like, this is what it reminds me of when I saw Fam's picture. Like, you know how the mouth still was the same, outline in white.
Mickey Mouse for the most part.
Yeah, you can say that.
Is Mickey Mouse, now that you think of it, for my extra woke folks out there,
they out there.
Is Mickey Mouse an interpretation of blackface? I'm gonna just throw it out there. I fuck with Mickey though.
Get in the comments. I'd be curious to see what y'all say about that one.
Maybe you can get maybe Tariq Nasheed will.
I need one of these super woke.
He's got vitiligo
folks to say something about Mickey. I need to know.
I'm gonna continue down the path that I was talking on earlier to this too, because I think it's interesting when we talk about echo chambers, that it's very easy for us to be in an echo chamber as well.
I think your next album should be called Echo Chamber.
Well, I have a project called Reverb that you can look up.
Plenty of it on there.
Check it out.
No, it's coming from a white person. It's interesting because I know people. I can literally probably scroll through my timeline still today, and I could walk through people that I know that probably legitimately would not understand or even think about blackface at all.
Yeah.
Meaning they wouldn't even know that it would be a bad thing.
Totally oblivious.
There are people, let me ask you this. Do you know people that still dress up as Native Americans?
It's crazy.
And that's new. But that's new. But that's quote unquote the newer
it's unacceptable. Like people who dress up in
it's not new, but
it's kabuki who aren't Japanese, who dress up in
absolutely,
certain things. They're not Chinese. Like this is what was really confusing. I hosted an event this weekend and I saw an Asian woman dressed in a Native American costume, and I'm like, white supremacy has done a number on a lot of us. And she was there with a white dude who was dressed up as like for lack of a better term, a colonizer.
Most races.
Was he wearing North Face? What's that mean?
Probably.
No, like like
well
had on like he was John Smith or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she was supposed to be
so had a nice button-up blue shirt.
I don't know, like or Pocahontas. I don't know what was going on. I was
most races though.
Let me keep my mouth shut and get my money.
Most races generally dress up. Well, most races, other than black, identify whites as the okay culture to be a part of. Mm-hmm. So a lot of them, and I hate to speak for a lot of other cultures, but stop me when I'm wrong.
Okay.
It's always cool if they marry a white man, but it's passé if they were to marry a black man. And I'm speaking on like people that are like Asian, Indian, who else? I mean, there's other races and cultures.
That's very true.
That their parents are cool with them marrying a white man,
because in that way they're marrying up, if you will.
Exactly, but it's passé or frowned upon.
Well, even more so, I've legitimately heard women say that that they wanted to marry a white man because they wanted mixed kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
but that's a little different though. Versus you wanting mixed kids, and I mean that's still kind of stupid. Just say I'm gonna marry a white man just because of
I
that.
think it still falls under the umbrella though
of the whole white supremacy doing
absolutely.
a number. Well, I mean, and the thing
we
is,
talk about, because you were talking about colorism earlier, so you're talking about colorism within black people, right?
Yeah.
Different colors.
Black
like,
society.
how many white people do you think fully understand colorism in Anderson, Indiana? You know what I mean? That's my point. Like, so like, that's why I asked where this guy was from, because he probably just painted himself black. I'm not trying to defend him,
right?
But Common is not black.
Like, you don't.
I'm not saying he's not black as.
I get it. I know,
but he's not like his appearance.
He's light skinned. He's got freckles.
He's got freckles.
But at the same time, he is viewed as a black man in America, and as a white person who maybe pays some attention to that, but not a ton of attention to it. He's black.
But this goes to one of y'all made the point.
That's how they see us
That's
all.
how fucked up.
For sure. Jay Moore
it is because you said that's how fucked up that you just view everybody as the same exact tone.
That goes back
when
to
everybody
his bubble
has
concept,
different. There's so many tones and colors in the black race, white race as well. There's different tones of being white.
Sure,
but there's no reason for you when you have Fenty Beauty, if you're gonna decide to fucking do some fucking blackface. Fenty Beauty has every shade in the fucking black line.
Facts.
And it still wouldn't be cool for you to do that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, at least make the shit accurate.
But you just gonna go to the end and pick black.
The end.
You just
black.
and pick shoe polish black.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
You polishing your Stacy's and decide to put that shit on your face.
Maybe he didn't think that much into it, obviously.
Clearly not.
Stacey Adams.
Clearly,
because we all look the same.
Because you know what? If he'd have just, all he had to do was like get himself a fake goatee. And the thing, this is what's so bad, is
Stacey.
When I saw the video, of course, I was blown away by how stupid and just out of touch painting himself black was.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, it was kind of funny.
He was a horrible rapper. Like, it was like, what is he like? He was making a fool of himself.
Like, he was up there trying to recite the Microsoft commercial, and
Chill,
he had
fam.
on the outfit that I think Common wore, and I was like,
there's a picture side by side in the
he
article.
kind of, had he not
same outfit
and painted himself,
well, it was
shoe-polished
confusing.
black.
Well, I mean, it was also like a dark room too, right?
that ain't help.
Yeah, but that made it even worse.
Yeah,
He's
that
guilty
didn't
of
help.
hog time.
Yeah, he's guilty of all time.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen? Well, I know you have. Remember this? You know the scene in Silver Street where they try to sneak on the train?
Yeah.
And he has to use the shoe polish for the blackface. Gene Wilder. It's like that's the same thing old boy was doing for Common. It's the exact same thing.
But he's a teacher.
But he's a teacher and an educator.
Trying to mold the minds of the youth, and this is what you think
Well,
is the move.
I mean,
I get what Lone is saying about the echo chamber. I get that. But come on, man.
I'm
Like,
just.
can you be that totally
all I'm doing is
oblivious to-
sharing a perspective that I understand that you may not understand fully.
I can respect that.
No,
And that's all-
I
that's-
see exactly where you're coming
Yeah, I
from,
respect
because we think that just the people over there on the right, they have their echo chamber. No, people like there are people who will watch this.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I don't see the big deal. But also,
Sure.
we're not into moderating and deleting those comments.
Right.
We'd be like, oh, everyone makes mistakes. But
Nah, fuck that.
let's just
No,
be
he-
honest.
he fucked
in
up.
Let's hold people
2019,
accountable.
if you're still making this mistake, you probably shouldn't be teaching
That's
children.
the point. That
And I
what
want
he
to
just
say
said
this
is
too,
the
real
point.
quick. I don't know who's championing these fake outrages for things.
Okay.
Because there's a couple incidents that take place that I'm not geeing for and I'm not agreeing with and are just plain stupid.
All right.
This past Halloween as well, there was an issue with black jack-o'-lanterns.
Black jack-o'-lantern.
Black jack-o'-lanterns, saying that was a form of blackface.
That was
No,
so
the
stupid.
fuck it's not. So we gotta know when to separate the bullshit.
Like, we don't have time for all this
nah,
shit.
man.
Y'all tripping.
I don't know who's deciding this. I don't know if it's the super woke white person.
I think that's what it is.
siding
I don't
with the
thi- I
black
don't-
folks
black
that
people
are
aren't upset
deciding.
about this shit.
No, we're not doing.
I'm
Man,
cool on the jack-o'-lantern.
We're not.
I'm
we're
cool.
not. I'm gonna go ahead and take the stance
Lone is tickled,
as y'all
by the
do
way.
for like pointing at like Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and speak for the Black Caucus
I see.
and say that we are not tripping over a black fucking jack-o'-lantern.
I'm cool.
I honestly think that's somebody that's a super woke white person.
Yeah,
it sounds like a white liberal.
They wanted to be offended on our behalf, and we just don't care.
We don't need that, fam. It's cool.
I'm not really feeling that outrage.
But hey, man, we're us white people. We're taught early on colonizer behaviors from childhood. I mean, think about it. Yeah. You guys were you probably had it too. Were you in elementary school during Thanksgiving? Did you ever make like headbands?
Oh yeah. Like
Indian headbands
in retrospect, like that
feathers
was
sticking up in the back.
Yeah, yep. I know you did because we went to the same elementary school.
Man, I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so I didn't.
You were in the hallway
in any reindeer game. Yep, that's where I was at.
And did you go home for the Halloween party?
I would either sit in the hallway or I would go to the library.
That's why I teach. Put me out in the hallway. Everybody else can reach me. Listen,
with every other religious child that didn't celebrate certain holidays, I'd be in the library watching movies on the fucking cart or in the hallway.
We had one person in our class. Shouts to 𝗀𝗲𝗄 𝗀𝗲𝗱. She always sat in a hallway for Christmas stuff, and
that shit wasn't cool, man.
I ain't
really like
that. I'm old enough to remember when it was called, like, in elementary school you had the little Christmas parties, and I remember when it changed from like Christmas to holiday parties. And I remember there was one kid. Steven Stackle. Shout out to my man Steven Stackle. We played basketball together.
I like that.
Steven never stuck around for the Halloween party because he had something. He was part of some religion that they didn't mess with Halloween like that.
There's a few different religions that don't mess with Halloween. I got to be friends with all the different religions. I'm sure you did. Kids that
y'all sitting there watching that movie.
You go to the hall too? You go to the Kingdom Hall? I'm this religion. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So y'all believe that. So we would kind of unite like that.
That does remind me though. I do remember one time I was in like 4th grade. It might have been Mr. Dates' class actually.
That's my guy right there.
Which he was the only black teacher that I had growing up.
3-piece suit every day
until maybe high school.
Yeah, that's my guy.
And I remember we had there was an Indian girl. She was from her parents were from India.
Actual
India. And I remember they came in one time. Maybe it was in 3rd grade. Maybe it was a year before. I don't know. But she came in and with her mom, and they actually explained to us their culture around the holiday period and how it was different from all that stuff. And I thought that was neat.
That's dope.
For 1992, 91, whatever. But
Jay Moore probably was. Do y'all remember? At 25th Street they had during the holiday season they'd have those people come and you could purchase little gifts if you want to get something for your family.
The book fair?
Yeah, I used to buy
kind of like
no, they had like a little Christmas fair.
It was like stupid. You buy your mom a bookmark or something.
Yeah, little stuff like
or
that.
Or a snow globe.
Yeah, it'd be some
that type of stuff.
Yeah, but my parents didn't want this, but this was
But Jay Moore strikes me.
My mom used to give me the money to buy for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jay Moore strikes me as a person that probably was like bullying people out of those gifts. Like, was that you?
See, I don't know why you think I grew up in a certain manner. It just was not like that.
I could see.
I wasn't out here housing people for their Christmas gifts. What?
What you got on my snow globe?
Yeah. It wasn't like that.
Hey, what was the little pamphlet they would give you where you ordered books and shit off of? Y'all remember that shit?
Oh yeah, like the book.
I can't recall the name of
though.
A little bus joint?
No, you would be able to
it was
get
like a little
book fair.
It was like a thin piece of paper. It was only like one little.
You'd be able to get Dynamite magazine and
you can get the drawing.
Yeah,
little books where like draw by.
And the thing is, because this was before, you got to understand, if you're a certain age and now we used to Amazon Prime, get it the next day.
Man.
There was a time if you bought a record off a TV,
that was Amazon Prime.
They were like, wait 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. 6
weeks.
I'm like, dang.
To like, get your hey love.
I have that. Yeah. Sure do. But the thing is, when you would forget that you ordered those books.
Yeah.
And then when they came, you'd be like, oh, yeah.
It's a good day.
That's true. They would just randomly pop up during class, be like,
couldn't track
delivery.
it. Yeah, couldn't track it or nothing.
Book club order or whatever.
What was that?
Yeah, what the hell is tracking?
Yeah.
What no internet for
the
you
air
to get
conditioner on the bookmobile was
on the back page of that thing I'm talking about. You would fill out your name on the back.
Yeah.
There was check marks. You would put in what you want. You would put your dollar amount, put a check in that mug.
Yes, sir.
Give it to the teacher.
Yeah.
And then you come to school one day and you got your books.
Yeah,
hype,
like
but
6
you
weeks,
hype.
6 to 8 weeks later, you have your books.
But you hype when they come in though.
Yeah, you were because you forgot about it. You was like, oh man,
I still got a Cosby
like
Show
Christmas.
book.
I
that
have
ordered
that
from that. Do you?
Yes, I have that.
And it has like pictures of everybody in it.
Yeah, it was like a Cosby Show, like kind of like
scrapbook.
yeah, the Cosby Show scrapbook.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
got
big-
that joint.
that was
Sure
a big-
did. I made sure to get that.
That was a big check right there.
Hey man,
It might have been, but I still got it.
Yeah,
Shout out to 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻.
yeah. Shout out to Denise.
Theo. Everybody keep
Conditioner,
calling
man.
me Theo,
What?
man.
Conditioner.
dang,
It ain't creeped in a while, man. But I see
Like you didn't know Denise was fine.
this ain't about me. But I feel you.
Don't even put that on me. Like
Denise was definitely better than Sandra or
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah,
Well, you can say either way.
Either
but
way.
depending on where you from.
yeah. I agree with that. I'm not gonna fight you on that. Yeah, Kimberly Reese though. Once they,
oh,
went
okay.
on the
So
hill.
okay, I see what you're doing.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm
trying
still
to make it
going with
seem
Jada. Jada.
Jada was the coldest. I'm just saying, Kimberly Reese was. I slept on Kimberly Reese by mistake.
Well, I mean, if you slept on her, that's on you.
Yeah.
It is.
But once Jada entered the fold, then that's where it's
They
at,
gave,
Jack.
they gave Tupac the worst possible name for a dude that was tough to come
What
in.
was
His name was Piccolo.
Piccolo.
What the hell type of name is that
Like
for
a Dragon
dude?
Ball Z character.
Yeah,
Piccolo tough in Dragon Ball Z, though.
But I'm
So
like,
there you go.
fam,
Maybe he got his name from Tupac.
He probably did.
See,
yo, I'm like, they calling this dude Piccolo, man. He coming here bullying her boyfriend and all. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Piccolo Man.
She was with a old dude that played Jackie
Bumper
on
Robinson.
the American
Jackson's
Jackson's
American
American
he played
Story.
Jackie on them Jackson's American
Yeah,
Dream.
sure did.
And he stole on Tupac.
And he was
episode.
on Amen.
He sure was on Amen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bumper Robinson.
Hey,
Yeah, Jay Moore be shitting on Amen on the low.
Yeah, we've already gone over that.
he
We've
kind of
been
looked
over
like
that.
Foster Stevens. You remember Foster Stevens?
Where was he from?
Foster Stevens. All right, so
Foster Stevens.
a sample. So this is a little music knowledge.
Put me on game there.
So DLC's is funky.
You're thinking of Foster Silvers.
Foster Silvers.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Foster Stevens.
Stevens.
Silver. Okay.
Foster
yep, you're right.
Silvers, yeah.
So that sampled Foster Silvers.
Misdemeanor.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
A lot of people thought that was a Jackson 5, but it was
they
Silvers.
did. But they did have the Jackson 5 vibe because there actually was a family called the Silvers, but they broke
got
him
heat,
off,
too.
and
Yeah,
he
I
went
posted-
solo.
I posted a Silvers joint my IG story.
Yeah.
the Silvers
Yeah.
Jackson's game is high though.
Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah.
shout
High.
to Leon Silvers was a dope producer. A lot
I've
of
sampled
stuff
him in the
going on.
past.
Yeah.
They Jackson game was high.
Yeah.
For sure.
There was a lot of Jackson knockoffs.
It was.
at
They
one
didn't
point.
make it though.
Nah, Mike and them had it sold
Shout
up.
out to Tito.
And they flipped it. They was like, all right, Jackson 5. All right, Jackson. Well, let's see. In order, it would be Jackson 5.
That was it. As far as I'm concerned, everybody else was just getting
It don't
over.
kind of.
It was the Jackson 5s and
I'm talking about
everybody
Blame It
else.
on the Boogie. Was
Then you got
what,
the white
Jacksons?
version. You got the white version, which was the Partridge Family.
True.
Or the Osmonds. Remember
Or
the
the
Osmonds? They
Osmonds.
went from doing like the Mormon thing to
Yeah, Osmond's still getting paper out here though.
Probably.
At least
One Bad
Marie
Apple
and
was
Donnie.
kind of the jam though.
I'll tell you what, the 70s had, the 60s and 70s had really cool, like pleasant white artists, like Ann
good
and
name
Dave,
for 'em.
but like Ann and Dave.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
Carpenters.
You know, it's just like
The
like
Monkees. Remember
happy
the Monkees?
families
Yeah, oh,
singing
yeah.
together, and it's like
The
What
Cal
pleasant-
Sills. Y'all know about the Cal Sills?
Cal Seals? Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
familiar.
man. There was another pleasant white family. That
I used
was,
to like
Pleasant white
the Monkey
families.
song, the Daydream song. Daydream, believe I
Oh, yeah.
the shit's
Hey,
cold to sample. That's why I know
nice.
it. And you look at the
Pleasant-
cover,
Run DMC
Pleasant
sampled the
white
Monkeys
family.
with from Mary Mary. So,
but
yeah.
if you look at the cover, it's literally like
just
it's
pleasant
like a,
white families.
Yeah, it's like they've got a photo shoot.
They in the kitchen or something, like it's real positive. Yeah. Yeah, it's real positive. Like mom's over the stove.
I mean, the
like-
Jackson shit was real positive too, though.
well, we know it wasn't positive.
It wasn't called Ann and
in real life, bro.
In real life, in the real world version.
Ass whoopings going on now.
Hey,
Joe-
you know
Joe
what?
was
Let me
serving
tell
them.
you something. I hate when people cast aspersions upon Joe Jackson.
Here you go.
Because
Here you go. This
the
sound
thing
like
is, the thing is, He got his family out of Gary, Indiana. Shout out to GII and got them to Hollywood.
He did.
He got them together now.
He whooped them kids into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's all I got to say.
I can't argue with that.
Hey, and
Whole family in there.
They all still getting paper off of it too.
And pleasant white families whoop their kids too.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
But didn't whoop them to that level.
And the Osmonds were Mormon. Imagine how they grew up in real life. We just haven't heard that story yet because one of them is saving it for a book.
Yeah. Donnie and Marie is still out here.
Somebody probably got touched the wrong way.
Perhaps.
I'd rather get my ass kicked than get touched the wrong way.
I don't know, but this bitch regular.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get touched the wrong way out here, man.
Yeah, all I know is Joe. Like they talk about how he was hard. He beat them kids. He beat them in
Made
the
them
gold,
over the bricks,
gold
the
and the
yard.
platinum records.
Jay Moore sound.
Hey, they had to go to the Kingdom Hall too, so they didn't celebrate Christmas at
But
first.
Jay Moore sound like somebody. Jay Moore sound like somebody.
So
uncle,
is that why
man.
they call it the Kingdom Hall? Because
Don't do
He's stupid.
Go ahead, I
Let me
want to
tell you
hear
something.
it. I want to hear it.
This is how cold
He's stupid.
Joe knew. This is how Joe was about his paper and made sure his family was took care of. They were Mormon. What was it?
Jehovah's
Witnesses
singing Christmas
and
carols.
still recorded a cold ass Christmas
Whole
show.
album.
Show did.
Exactly.
They was still
Little Christmas tree.
Listen,
I saw Mama Chris and Santa Claus. All that.
a Mike didn't get kicked out.
No.
Or what they call disfellowship.
Yeah.
Until Thriller came out, and it was based on the Thriller video.
The video.
First of
because he was
all-
messing with the occult, and they
Yeah.
remember they had that disclaimer at the beginning. They still disfellowshipped him.
Yeah, he
Jay
got
Moore, you sound
disfellowship.
like you sound like somebody uncle when you somehow like that. Sound like your uncle having a conversation at a family reunion about somebody dissing Joe Jackson, and your uncle be like, "Yeah, but he sure beat them kids all the way to Hollywood."
Man,
though.
who you know, real talk, and this is kind of telling our
That's
age because who do you know that didn't get a whooping growing up?
I didn't.
You didn't.
Well,
I got threatened.
plenty.
I got threatened within my life, but I never actually
You had to go
got
stand
whooped.
in the corner.
I got whooping stories.
Man, I got lots of emotional,
a lot of timeouts.
lots of emotional abuse.
That still count.
laughing at that.
Yeah, that still count.
You had a lot of time.
That I had to untuck in my 30s.
Yeah, that still counts.
But no fit. But I definitely feared for my life at times. But no, I never actually got struck.
Just gonna smash the coke like that, brother.
But I definitely
pretty much.
got threatened. I mean, my mom definitely pulled shit out.
I feel you.
Oh no, I got a
Mine pulled it
whooping.
out and continued.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I got a whooping when I was like in the 4th grade, and I was just doing bad little boy shit, and my mom was gonna hit me with the shoe, but at that point, like
with the shoe.
and all of a sudden, my dad is like, "Nah, I got this."
He tore your ass up.
Yeah,
didn't
oh
he?
yeah.
She
Look, you
she
gotta
gave you a
understand.
whooping.
You know, I feel like it's good for young men to have a healthy fear of their father.
I agree.
Bro, I had a
I
legit
agree.
fear of my stepdad.
No,
I
like you
agree,
understand.
for sure.
I am like my dad is. He's 72 years old. He's a cancer survivor. He's got a bad shoulder, bad
Word.
knees. Like he's dealing with. He's got heart trouble, and I still don't think I can take him.
Yeah.
He ain't hesitating to put a foot up nobody's ass.
Nope.
Not at all.
It's respect level, man.
That's
When you brought up old school, that respect
Listen.
level.
And you know what?
doesn't
That
leave.
whooping put me on a straight and narrow. I didn't
Hey.
do a whole lot of fucking
was you
up after that.
were you snow globing? Is that what happened?
No, I can't even remember what I did.
Oh, okay.
I just remember my dad was like, "Nah, we not doing this no more."
Now, Pops ain't taking no mess, man. Listen,
Yeah.
my first pair of Jordans, actual authentic Jordans.
Okay. Not the hoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I bought with my
didn't
own
get from,
money. Let me put that out
Pay
there.
less.
The stitches start coming out of them joints. Pop seen my stitches coming out of my J's. He was like, how much did you pay them for them shoes?
About
125 back then.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, we taking them back.
How long did you have to
Damn
choose?
right.
I had them a decent amount of time.
Okay.
But he didn't like the fact that stitches was coming out of my shoes and they
Right.
cost $100+
$25.
For sure.
So I remember returning them to Foot Locker. He sits them on the counter and he's like, yeah, I'm here to return these shoes. They were well worn.
Well,
Yeah. And
Because this is
they didn't
before
want to
you
take
would
them back.
have like shoes that you just wore on a certain.
You remember
with a
the number?
certain outfit.
it wasn't that with a
They
clear
were the
bottom, was
hairs.
it?
They were hairs, but the gray version. So
Okay.
they Bordeaux's. Because, you know, all the Jordans got a new
That
name
was my
now.
first pair.
Yeah.
The Bordeaux. That was my
yeah.
first pair.
You know what's
I
interesting?
don't even know what you're talking about.
But
I've never
both-
owned
I know what
any
you're talking
Jordans.
about.
Both my grandfathers were like that.
Yeah.
They would take
If shit wasn't quality?
Everything back. Like
Let me
like
tell
legit.
you the story though.
Like
Let me tell you the
everything.
story. They didn't want to take these shoes back.
What Pops say?
Pops wasn't having it.
That's like my grandfather.
He flipped out in the shoe store.
A whole fool?
Whole fool. I was embarrassed, but I kind of walked away. I'm gonna walk away because I know Pops is serious right now.
Yeah.
Walked away.
Get
They
that store
definitely gave me a store credit.
I bet they did.
And he was like, go ahead and pick you out something. They didn't have nothing in there that I wanted at the time, so I saved my store credit
As you should.
for another time to come back and give me another pair of shoes. So shout out to Pops for that. That was
Yeah.
real.
He wasn't playing.
I remember I went to a hardware store with my grandfather once, and he was returning like some bolts or some shit. I don't even know. It was like some shit I would just like. It's
He's on
just
this Tim the Toolman Taylor shit.
Well, one of my grandfathers was an engineer for GM,
Word.
and he built everything. So I would just follow him around and help him build shit, and it was fun. But yeah, we went somewhere to take some shit back, and it's just he turned into this whole nother person, and it was just like it. Like I knew, like it didn't matter if he was in the right or wrong.
He's about to blow.
He's about one. He had a temper, anyways, but he didn't like show it as much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I knew he was going to get his way.
It's over.
And he did.
Yep.
So it was, yep. I was like, all right. And it was the same way. Like, I was a quiet kid, so I would just walk. I was just
I
be
was
like,
the same way. Like, well, Dad's in his bag. I'm gonna just walk away.
Yo, real.
I'm gonna get
he,
the store
he
credit.
like muttered to himself as we're walking to the car, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Real quick before we get out of here, y'all. I know we probably got about 10 minutes. Couple albums I want to mention. Anniversary for
And shouts to the sponsors.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to sponsors. BringingDownTheBand.com, as always, is the hub. The partners, I should say. No Bad Ideas. Also, they have been rocking with us forever. Indie CD and Vinyl. They take care of us with the wax. For all of our raffles and stuff that we do for Patreon.
That's fresh.
And who am I missing? Coleman Dental as well. Because your teeth is
Absolutely.
right. In Broad Ripple. Go see Dr. Coleman.
Infinity.
Is that
Get
it?
your merch.
Infinity. Get your merch. They got some dope artists coming up. All right.
I got the Instagram fixed.
That's what's
Right
up.
on.
I can't
Right
wait.
on.
I
There we go.
can't wait till they see that.
I knew I
full
would
suit.
forget later, so
Shout out
I
to the-
forgot.
yeah.
Shout out to the bloke. All right. 23 years ago, Tupac, Don 𝗀𝗲𝗄
7-day theory on that.
Machiavelli anniversary. I love this album.
Definitely.
To me, this is some of his best work.
Second best album.
Debatable, but
It is.
I'm not mad at that. When I say debatable, I'm not mad at that.
I know.
But I remember as soon as I heard Bomb first, I was like, yes, this nigga's bad. Like, he about to snap. I'll never forget it. I had the cassette. No, I
He
had
was
the CD.
actually dead when that shit released.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
was
And it made it
crazy.
even more eerie. That made it eerie. Like,
Yeah. And he's
then-
on the cross on the album cover.
think about it, though. They had people that were trying to say, and this was later on because, the internet wasn't popping, but
It kind of was, though, a little bit.
That's when it
infant
first-
stages, though.
yeah.
Infant
First
stages.
started because remember the autopsy pictures that came out?
Yep.
Yeah.
And people were like, well, the tattoos
Tattoos
ain't
ain't
right,
match.
so that ain't really him.
And then he's supposed to say Suge shot me in the beginning and all that.
It was
So
a lot of,
it was a lot of toss it up. Like To Live and Die in LA was heat. Like this whole
He had on
album
a
was
pair
cold.
of
He was actually in
Jordans
those
that-
videos.
Yeah, he had on a pair of Jordans that wasn't out in a video.
Aha.
Yeah.
As somebody who's not a huge Tupac historian, help me understand the Machiavelli alias.
So he was kind of he wanted to reinvent himself. So Machiavelli was his alias. It kind of was a ode to, and this
Machiavelli.
damn near sounds fucked up saying it, but kind of killing off Tupac.
Yep.
And now I'm Machiavelli, because Tupac was an introspective, intelligent, reading. What other
Non-trap music making.
definitely
Artist.
And he decided he wanted to go by Machiavelli because he had started reading the
I see.
Machiavelli inserts or into whatever, and that's what he decided he wanted to go by.
If you go to Spotify, it's not under the Tupac discography.
No.
Nah,
Like
it's not.
Machiavelli's
It's
set
different.
aside by
yeah,
itself.
I've noticed that in the past. I just never.
He was
asked
actually
or-
walking around, which is weird too, in Erie. He was wearing a Death Angel necklace during his transition into
So is this also
Machiavelli.
why there's so much? What's the word I'm looking for?
Conspiracy theories.
That he's still alive.
No,
I was going for
lore?
that shit though.
Yeah. Oh no.
I would say lore
Yeah,
around
it's
him
definitely
being,
lore.
around him being alive. So I guess that goes into it.
When you put out a whole album under another name and you're talking about how I want to transition, and this album comes out after you die, and there are videos dropping for the single, like it was like I said.
Was Big Psych on any of the 𝐀𝐿𝐴?
No, I don't think so. Badass.
I think he might have been. No, hold on.
Wasn't the original reference? Wasn't it pronounced? Didn't they pronounce it?
It was
Machiavelli.
Yeah,
Machiavelli.
That's the original.
The original.
He put a K. He put a K in his
K on
name.
there, yeah.
It's actually not spelled like that.
So like a Mac.
Play on words. Yeah, I get it. Let's see.
He was really into his story because Machiavelli actually faked his
own
death.
death. That's why. That's where the controversy
and
from.
that grew legs like a mug, man. Because people
I'm
was on
guilty, bruh.
Yeah.
And I was a big Tupac fan, and for those that weren't here, that Tupac Biggie shit was legit, and after I sat back and realized you really can't compare the two, I just related more to Pac's level of poetic explanation of what the fuck happens in the neighborhood.
If you want to hear something interesting, go look up 𝐀𝐿𝐴 D interviews about that night. Very interesting. He's the last person live that was in that car. Go listen to him telling and super telling a lot of stuff that's going on.
I took a lot of that shit to my grave.
Very interesting. I would have taken a lot of that because he mentions a lot of people that had a lot of stuff that I didn't know to do with that situation in Las Vegas. 22nd anniversary of In My Lifetime Volume 1 from Hov. I love that album, man.
Definitely a
Imaginary
great
Player is one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, period. Quietly.
My favorite Jay-Z song ever is on that album.
Sunshine?
No.
See.
I was just asking. I ain't know.
No.
Not Sunshine?
Then you just took away my whole train of thought with this
Sorry.
jab.
In My Life, 1,000,001 Questions.
Stop, man.
No, those
Where I'm
joints
from?
go.
Where I'm from.
Where I'm from.
Where I'm from is my favorite Jay-Z song.
I'm not
and it's
mad at
not,
that.
It's not because he's not like super lyrical or nothing on that song. It's just how his verse is so real.
He still killed it, though.
And that beat behind that verse. It's something about the feeling to that song, man.
On a half price sweater new.
I don't know if it has much on H to the Izzo, though.
Oh, my God.
Please stop.
Real quick, man. More recent.
You know another album that came out around that time too.
What's that?
Since we talking about 22 years. Mace Harlem World.
Yeah.
That came out right on the same time.
Got 24 hours to
album
live.
came out.
What would you do?
And that's arguably, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there as a classic.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
It's up there. It's a good album.
You know what?
Yeah,
Harlem World is not a classic.
It's tough though.
Harlem World is not a classic. Good album though.
Want to get money with us? That's a hell of a way to start off an album. It's incredible.
It's not a classic.
If I had 24 hours to live, I'd probably die on the 5th. Sorry.
Not to mention the singles that he had off that album.
Yeah.
It's not a classic.
The Player Away with 8-Ball and MJ.
Come on, man.
Good album.
Harlem World was a classic.
No, man.
No.
I
have to put it up there. I have to say
I'd have to listen to it again.
I got to revisit it. I don't have it as classic. Shout out to Brother Ali. He dropped Secrets and Escapes, produced by Evidence.
Indeed.
Lone ran a couple of those joints before we got it.
Solid.
Sounds like some heat on there, so I'll be curious to hear that. Gangstar, one of the best yet. Listen to that.
Good record.
Nostalgic. Yeah.
Definitely
Good
nostalgic.
record.
It sounds
It's
like
gotta be nostalgic.
it's a time period piece.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like it's from back
Takes
then.
you back.
A whole album produced by Premier. It's kind of hard to hate on that.
Not mad at that.
The first part of the album starts off very strong because it's whole songs with Guru
Facts.
rhyming. You know, because I thought it was going to be some piecemeal stuff like they did with Born Again with Biggie. Yeah. And it really wasn't that.
Not as much.
They start patching a little bit later on.
At the end, because it's like a song where I'm thinking it's going to be a song and it's one verse from Guru where it's like, oh shit, it's over.
Yeah.
Where I almost feel like I wish they'd have put some people on here with it. That I felt like it could extend the legacy.
It's a decent. It's a
But
pretty decent album,
if you
though.
are a Gangstar fan like I am,
you're gonna like
and
it.
if you love DJ Premier's production, you won't be disappointed.
His family's Guru's family's involved with this. His son's got a interlude
Skit.
on there.
Yeah.
Skit. So
Premier
the best part about that is knowing that his family vouched for this and co-signed it and everything is cool.
Got Solar out the way.
Yeah, got him
Premier
all up
had
out
to
of there.
basically, he said, pay ransom to get all these verses from Solar. So got that taken care
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, fuck Solar.
Yeah, we cool on dude. Did I miss anything else?
You did.
What I missed?
My guy, Earl Sweatshirt, and I hate to say this, I couldn't make it through your album, bro.
Trash.
I'll give it a
run. I couldn't get through it.
I'm gonna run
first
it though.
couple songs.
I've never been a fan though.
I'm gonna still run it though. I've just
West Side Gun dropped a new album.
Yes,
that sounds good so far. I haven't made it all the way through that, but it sounds good.
Yeah, so I ran that once. I got to go back through it again. But usual
for
you
Future fans. Yeah, he dropped something more. I don't know if it's. I don't fuck with Future like that, so I don't know if it's.
I'll listen to it and see if
real.
it's got any club bangers, but that's the only reason I'm going to run that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably sound better surrounded by people on lean. Is there anything else that do we miss? Did I miss anything else? Is that
there were a couple other projects, but I don't remember. But yeah,
we'll talk about them next week.
Yeah, make sure that you guys go to YouTube, subscribe for the Bringing Down the Pen YouTube page. We need those subscriptions. Hit the bell for notifications, and also comment if you got anything to say. Make sure you put comments in there so we can respond and have a little fun with that. We appreciate the support as always. Patreon.com/New Old Heads as well. Make sure you subscribe there. Got some neat things planned. And as always, we appreciate the support. Shout out to the happy white families out there. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Y'all tripping.